Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P-Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab. Well, I do what I do for you. This is going to be one for my dude. I don't like to mention names. He's all humble, so he ain't going to fess up to that. But this is the title. I call it My Biblical Translator. I have a personal one. Let's go. Rightism. I wrote to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission, let all right thinkers know thyself. If you are a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. Yep, that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you had an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock, here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my app, be true. Right thinkers, I tell you all the time, excuse me, let's talk about, my biblical translator, my pastor, aka best friend, okay? You hear me tell you, I don't do religion, okay? As a practice in my lifestyle, I'm a spiritualist. I practice a philosophical concept of our ancient ancestors. Move on. But the point I'm trying to make here now is that Bible is, for me, my interpretation, is a book of lies and truths. Okay? Understand that. There's some contradiction, but if you understood the book the way it's intended, there'll be no lies. I get that, and I understand that they're telling you stories. That's all. So to say it's lying, no. This philosophically, some aspects of that book, if you think it's literal, it's lying. If you take it literal, it's lying. But if you understand it the way it's intended, it's a beautiful book. Why? I got a library. I keep saying this. My buddy, my pastor and best friend for over 47 years, only had one book. Still only got one book in his library. I freaks out. Why? I got all kinds of information from everywhere, every walk, every religion, everything I can find to make sure I got what I got to be true. He don't give a crap. He knows what he got works. Why? He been using it for over 47 years. So I trust his acumen when it comes to that Bible. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So he's my personal translator. I don't have to read the Bible. I ain't got to do none of that. Why? If I go to church every Sunday, I get a service, I get a sermon, I get a message, biblically. Okay, and after every sermon, I call my pastor as a student of the biblical concept, ask questions about the lesson to see if I'm learning it correctly. He said, brother, right? You're the only one who does. I'm learning. You're the teacher, so I'm asking questions and let you know if I'm taking it right, am I understanding it right, is this what it is, and it works like a charm. So I got no problem with the book. At this point, at one time, I would beat y'all to death, but with proof and change of heart and understanding, I got no problem with y'all at all. So understand that. I didn't back up. No, I just realized I can't knock something that works for somebody else. Right thing works for me. It may not work for you. So I understand that. So with respect, do you. I personally study the Egyptian mystery system, aka Egyptian yoga, Smatawi, Maya philosophy, she taught that, or whatever you want to call it later. But I practice those philosophies and I've mastered them for myself. So I teach it, I call right thinking philosophy because it's mine. And I use my life experiences, you see me pointing, as my educational tools to make my points with. That's all. I can make mystical sword, and I ain't got to make that up. I got my own. True. That's the difference. All right. I didn't just learn the philosophy of my yacht to live by for the last 30 some odd years. I'm still in Egypt. I'm still learning Egyptian philosophy. Why? It's vast and it's extensive and it's constantly growing with different concepts and viewpoints. I want to make sure mine is on point. I see a lot of people doing it. Moving on. Got no problem with that. We all teach a philosophy that we study, that we master. I am in competition with nobody. Moving on. But if you judge it by the views, I ain't even in the ballpark. That's why I don't judge it by the views. Moving on. Okay. I don't just teach it. I live it for myself. So when I give it, it's authentic. Why? I know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. I mean, how many books I read? No. I live what I teach. I practice what I learn. That's why I can do it. I have my own, this is my stuff, right? Think of my stuff. But I have my own personal living Bible at my fingertips daily. We talk every morning. We pray. We share blessings. We get busy doing what we do. If I'm in need of something, all I do is call them. Prayer, advice, vice versa. Okay? That's what we take. Iron sharp as iron. Okay? Metal sharp, whatever. Intellect sharp as intellect. Long story short. But I have him to rely on, and I use him to my benefit. I keep him busy. Love that guy. And now when it comes down to what? Learning and living by that book, aka the Bible. That brother don't miss a beat. That's what I respect. I have Egyptian knowledge. Yeah. But I know a brother who have what I call biblical knowledge. I got Bibles. I've been reading the Bible. I got my own Bible. Oh, yeah, all of that. But this brother breaks it down to where I can actually digest and understand and put it to use. I've never had nobody do it that way. I had to teach the Bible. We was just learning people was black. We wasn't learning actual lessons from, when I go back and think about it, we were trying to make a point, but all the lesson was about black people. So that wasn't a lesson for me to learn about the book. Okay? This brother breaks it down and make it real lifelike and real simple. Okay, I get that. So that's why I fellowship with my church family. Why? The way he's giving it to them, the way he's teaching it, you can use it and you can benefit from it. He's my life advisor. Okay? And the only thing he got is biblical knowledge. He ain't a yogi, he ain't a mystic, he ain't a guru. He's a pastor of biblical concepts. All right, he's a master of that book. All right, now, in my personal life, I share with my best friend, pastor, daily the blessing that I receive for doing what I do. We can't knock what the other person do while we getting the same benefit, blessings. So that means we're doing something right, okay? And we on the same accord. This brother earned my ultimate respect in what? As a man of God. When I was doing that, he was a man of God. When I went and did everything else, he was a man of God. I done went full circle. I found God. After all that went through, I found God. And guess who was there? Him, true man of God. So that's why I give him the ultimate respect. I know the route that I took. That's all I can know about it. And I got to God. So I know the route he took. I don't know. But it got him there, so I can't knock it. Much respect. Again, I got this coming up, 3 wise men. All right. But the idea is you respect the man for what he do. Not what he said, what he do. Why? That's what God judged by. Actions, deeds, not words. All right. When I go to my pastor with a personal problem, he give me biblical strategies, solutions, and I don't know that's in the Bible, but he knows it's in there, and he'll use it and tell me to go there, brother, right, read that. And I read it. I had no idea, dog. What the? Yeah, he know. Just when I say he know. And I got respect for that. And I have, personally, understand this, no interest or reason to read that damn Bible. Don't care about it. Again, I lost friendship over the Bible. The Quran or the Torah could care less about any of those religious books. Why? That ain't what I do. I got I just don't do it. That's why I go and learn from the man who do. I'm not going to spend my time doing that. No, I spend my time doing what I do here. Okay, and that's understood, and my church family respects me for that. Moving on. Okay, I know the difference. Okay, no, thanks to this. Okay, now because of him and his lessons that he teaching me, this brother lived that book, 100%. Understanding of every life situation, he can tell you where to go, tell you what to, and I'm impressed with that. Moving on. That's right. That's why he's my teacher, a true teacher. Thanks to this brother, and I want all you religious people, all you Christians to understand this. Thanks to him, I have respect for all belief system followers of religious concepts. For him, and I never attacked him. I respect. Well, I know he's serious about that. That he ain't playing their game with that, and because of that, he never know what I was doing to other Christians. Okay, but respect, and he understands that, and I do too. At this point, why I got different opinion about y'all. I know good Christians now. Why? I fellowship with good Christians. All I know before them was a bunch of fake, phony-ass Christians who just detested. 1 minute talking this, then they doing that. I don't like that. That's hypocritical to me. If what you say don't match what you do, you ain't living my yacht. That's just me personally. That's my philosophy. If what you're saying don't match your actions, I'm not listening to you. Moving on. I don't care what religion you profess. Don't care what it is. If what you say matches what you do, I respect that, even if I don't do it. Again, I respect religion. I ain't practicing them. I respect it. Those who profess and do it in the way it's intended, no problem. I won't respect a half-ass right thinker. Ooh, I'm a right thinker. But then you do, no, my man, you're not. Or woman, don't make a difference. But respect. I wear this with pride, dignity, and respect. Like y'all army wear uniform. Like everybody, I got the same philosophy, the same thing about what I believe. Simple as that. And I give respect for those who do that. My brother, Muslim, my dude, a Jew. They have the same integrity that I have for what they do. So who's right and who's wrong? Don't make a difference. We all right in what you believe. You got the right to do just that. But when you live what you believe, that gives you rewards. Moving on. What's that? You'll find out. Okay? If you don't know what rewards is for living right, you must not be doing it. It's called blessings. Moving on. And, wait a minute. Okay. We laugh, me and my pastor, every morning about what? The route that I took to get to God. And the route he felt like he took was this the only route I know. Okay. And guess what? It got it where he needed to be. So I can't knock it. And he's saying, well, I remember when, yeah. But guess what? I got the same place you at. I got all these books, and I'm no smarter than him. See? Simple. However I got it, we end up in the same place. With God knowledge, okay? Understanding, knowing who we are. Different perspective, but the same thing. Let me wrap this up for you. I see the clock. Oh, no, I'm going to slow this down. I'm going too fast. Okay, my dude. Now, let's talk about this. I have what I call a connection to 3 wise men of religion. What that mean? Quickly. And again, I don't have to make up a mythical character. First one, my Jewish dude. Friends from college, over 50 years of friendship. Anything Jewish tradition I want to know about the culture, I'll ask him. Simple as that. I'll ask him and he'll tell me. Anything I want to know pertaining to the Jewish tradition, I got somebody that I can ask. A wise Jew friend. Moving on. Yeah, he white. Moving on. And now, second, I got a brother-in-law, diehard Muslim. FOI. And I'm laughing because my sister said on Sunday mornings, he a regular dude, everything. But when he put that FOI uniform on, he just straightened up. That's how you wear your uniform with integrity and pride. When I was a Mason, when I put that suit on, I'm a different dude. Okay? I become a Mason. Okay? In action and everything I do. Once I dress the part, I become a different dude. If I'm not in my normal, I'm comfortable. When I'm in another, I got to put on a whole different mindset. Okay? I hate wearing suits. Why? Man, that's stuffy. I ain't got time for that crap. I wear sweatsuits. But to be comfortable, my whole goal and thing is. But if I want to know something about Islam, I'm calling my brother-in-law. We talk every day too. Okay? The only one I don't talk on a day-to-day basis regularly is the Jew boy. That one time we had a day conversation going on too. But in life, that's what I do. And Anything I need to know about Islam, I got that information. That's my other wise man. And then we have my dude, my biblical translator, aka my best friend, my pastor teaching me biblical knowledge. So I have Jewish knowledge, I got Islamic knowledge, and I got biblical knowledge. And to top it off, I got right thinking knowledge, aka self-knowledge. So I know a little bit about all of them. That's my point. You can't make a decision or observation about something you don't know. I know enough about the Jews, I know enough about the Muslims, and I know enough about the Christians to make my own observation and personal perspective. That's all I need to do. Moving on. And none of them are bad. I don't have dislike for none of them. See? Respect all of them. I couldn't say that a little while ago. Why? I was hell-bent on just telling y'all about yourself. Why? Because all I saw was fake, phony people. Thanks to my church family. Moving on. Now, where we at? Now I'm getting down here to the end. We had okay. Now I have what? Now I have learned what? More biblical knowledge from this brother in the last 10 years. So yeah, I've been going to biblical class for the last 10 years and I'm still not done. Why? There's a whole lot more stuff. I'm just getting fragments, little bits. Okay, so I know that. But they all serve a purpose. I have a better understanding of some of the stories that's in the Bible that I read and didn't see it the way he presented it to me. So I'm not here talking about, well, I thought this, I thought that. I ain't never used that phrase to my pastor. Well, I thought when he was telling me something about that book. I'm done. I'm dumb to the book. Why? I'm ready to learn. I flushed everything I thought about that book or know about that book. Why? So I could take in something fresh that I didn't know. Simple. That's how I learn. Okay? My cup is empty every time I go to church. Why? I'm coming to get a lesson. I ain't come here to critique, judge, none. I come here to get the lesson, and I leave there every week satisfied. I drive an hour to go to church. I ain't just around the corner. Moving on. That's dedication. Again, moving on. Forget what? My lesson. I can sit here and watch it on TV. I can wait on whatever, but I go get it in person. Moving on. It's more authentic. But if I didn't get or haven't been getting these biblical lessons over the years, I would be biblically ignorant, and I would be saying a bunch of dumb stuff that I really don't know what I'm talking about. That's why. So it makes a difference. So, wrapping it up now. Last one. I appreciate you tuning in. But this is me letting you know that I take in information, other people's information. I respect what other people do. I just know what I do for you. Let's go. Now, all you belief system followers, they know and love what they believe in. I do too. Again, just like I do. So who am I to say what they believe and love is wrong? They treat me respectfully. I treat them respectfully. What they believe in and what they do, I got no problem with. And they feel the same way about me. That's how it's supposed to be done. And they feel the same way about their belief system. I feel about my right thinking philosophy. And much love and respect for them for that. I don't need to be any personal business, okay? We worship together, we fellowship, they go their way, I go mine. Moving on. But if you live by what you believe, and it's working for you, can't nobody tell you you're wrong. You can't tell me nothing about God. You can give me a present, I don't care, but you can't tell me. I know everything I need to know about God for myself. I didn't need them lessons, I took myself. And what you do and believing, when it works for you, it's because you're putting in the work. It ain't working because you're Christian and you're chosen people. No, that dumb concept. It's the work that you put in. Moving on. Same thing with my right thinkers. If you put the lessons that you're learning into use, that's what changes you. I know, and I also love my right thinking philosophy. Why? Because it teaches me and taught me how to be my best self. And no one else. It didn't say, be like this. No, be your best self. Know thyself. Why? You're God. Ding, 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 ding. Once you know that, ain't my job to tell you, you need to find out for yourself. That's self-mastery. Find out who you are for yourself. I'm just trying to help you along the way. Go that way. I'm the spiritual GPS. Go that way. Yeah. If the crowd going that way, go the other way. Trust me. Moving on. I taught that to my children and to a person. They both, fly solo and roll solo. Why? They know they have themselves. They don't need a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of people to be themselves. Again, be your best self. I always taught that before I got enlightened to myself. I was teaching them something I didn't even know why. I was still searching. Moving on. I don't have nothing against religions. I just don't practice them. I don't mean I got something against it. Hell, I don't go to the strip club. That doesn't mean I got something against them. I don't do a whole bunch of stuff. That doesn't mean I got something against it. It just ain't my thing. I just don't live by their rules. I don't have to. I got mine. So I told my man, I didn't come here looking for God. I know God. I could have fellowship with like-minded people. And I'm right at home. Been there over 10 years now. I live what I choose. I live right by my choice. It ain't an accident. Doing right ain't accidental. It's a choice that you make. And by doing that, you will be rewarded. Just doing right on yourself, for yourself, treating people right, doing things you need to be doing. Those will all be blessed. Why? Because somebody who's paying attention, who's watching to see just that. Because when you don't do those things, you can get no blessing. If you want a blessing, you got to earn it. God don't go and say, you get a blessing, you get a blessing. No, you earn your blessing. You didn't know that? You thought, well, I'm a Christian, I'm blessed. I'm God's chosen people. Okay. Don't do nothing. See how blessed you are. Wrapping it up again, I appreciate you tuning in. And again, I understand religion's purpose. Their job is to connect you to the source, which is God. I know that. Are they doing that? No, but that's not my issue. I don't have a problem with that. They're supposed to do that, and those who are doing it right, I respect. Those who not, I got no respect for you. But again, I understand religious purpose, but because I know my philosophy that I live by, I know what the religions profess also. Why? I know where they got it from. They just profess them, and I'm trying to say to you the same way, different. So that's why I got no problem with it at all. But the idea is to what? Live it. That's the difference. Excuse me. Okay, and in closing, right thinkers, Christians, Muslims, or Jews, may y'all all live to be 100, me 100 minus a day. So I never know that any one of my people who believe in whatever they do have passed away. Yes, you're right. I exercise mine. You can do the same.